How do I tell
Hi
my
guys,
daughter
welcome to my channel.
that
Don't
her
forget to
grandfather
subscribe.
is
Please
actually
share this video.
her real
Let's watch
dad?
together.
Story time with trendy grandmother. Actually, my husband married me. He was living abroad. I was living with his father in their big house. My husband's mom lives abroad as well and visits home. So I happen to be the wife who lives with my father-in-law. I take care of my father-in-law. I make his food. I do everything for him. And he was equally not very old and very rich as well. My husband, after our marriage, he started processing my papers. I later heard that when he came to marry me, he hadn't gotten his paper by then. That means I have been 4 years in the country without joining my husband. Since he married me, had only visited once. So it happened that once that he visited, I was pregnant. It happened that once that he visited, we slept together. When he came to marry me and then left, before he came back visiting, I had already started dating his dad. His dad was giving me a lot of money. His dad said that he liked me and I was dating his dad. Because he wasn't around. Is it better that I go outside or is it better that I keep it in the house? His father is very powerful. His father is very rich. We didn't want it to come out. It hasn't come out at the moment. After my husband's visit, then I told my husband that I was pregnant. And it happened to fall within that period that I was pregnant. But I secretly went for my daughter's DNA and it showed that my father-in-law was my daughter's actual father. The baby looked exactly like my husband because my husband resembles his dad. My husband dotes on his daughter, but my husband doesn't know this secret. I really don't know how long I will keep this secret. I absolutely do not know. I really don't know as well when my paper will be processed for me to join my husband. A friend of mine, we were just talking, and that friend of mine said that she doesn't want to go and meet her husband because they are demanding DNA tests for the husband and her daughter. But she confided in me that her daughter was not for her husband and that if they do that DNA, or they will find out that her husband was not the father of her daughter. So as a result of that, she pretended that she doesn't want to join her husband in America. She said that she doesn't want to join her husband. She wants to be doing her business because she doesn't want her daughter to be tested. And see, my own case will soon come that my husband will want to take me when the paper is all sorted out and my daughter will undergo DNA. What shall I do? Shall I start behaving like my friend who is pretending not to want to go to US in order to avoid DNA? Or shall I tell my father-in-law? My father-in-law doesn't know that my daughter belongs to him. My husband doesn't know that my daughter belongs to his father. Only me knows. But I don't know what to do now. I really want to take action before it's too late. Shall I carry my things and run away? Where will I run to? Shall I tell my father-in-law? How will he take it? When my husband wants to do a DNA, what will I do? Shall I now say that I don't want to go to US? I am so confused. To be honest with you, I and my father-in-law continues to sleep together. Because my husband is not around. I want you to put this story out there. 3 things I am thinking about. Thinking about running away with my child. Thinking about telling my husband that I don't want to come to US anymore. Thinking about telling my father-in-law that the child belongs to him. What will my mother-in-law say? What will my husband's siblings say? This is a shame on my family as well. But I was left with no option than to do that. So please put the story out there. Let me see what your audience will say. What do you expect? Anyway, please, I want you to put your comment there. What do you want her to do? Out of her 3 suggestions, what do you think she should do? I know that people will bash her. But anyway, leave your comment respectfully. Every comment is a comment. So long as it's respectfully put there, that is okay. Okay? Remember, this is not my story. Someone asked me to tell this story on her behalf. You guys must have gotten used to the way I tell stories. So, it's not my story. It's not me. Every comment should be in the comment section, not on my DM, because it's not